You are now about to witness
Knicks Real Talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't do on YouTube, frugal with stats as usual facts. It's your man, the brand is hands on, going hard like calluses. Who styles this? Aiming at your mental with the game analysis. On a pregame show, read the script, you know we get it like crypto. On the rip though, I cyber decrypted, we locked them from the get go. On this Knicks show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, the KRT drip club leading up to tip off. We flew by confidence, put your Nick content in beast mode like our charm. We a cheat code, we roll the bar too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Prior to Knicks going to the wire, hit the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, Korea popped up from the third eye, you heard why. It's the number one pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your bro to the lens of that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding on orange blue skies. And Metropolitan, we connect in the vets go wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms and fashion fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Knicks assassin.
You are now about to witness it.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness it.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness it.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
Guess who's back in the house with your motherfucking mouth? What's good, ladies and gentlemen? What is popping? Knicks Real Talk, the pregame show, Divine, Shot Powers, the chat, Knicks, Detroit, at the world most famous arena in about another hour, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so glad to be back in here, man, with the family and everybody. Miss meeting them, sit down here and talk some Knicks talk. But I'm also on another note. I'm excited. I'm amped because it's all good, man. But first of all, before I get any further, let me bring my partner in here, the other half of this engine who keeps the motor running. Shot Powers, my brother. What is popping, my man?
Salute to you, Divine, as always. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's get it.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the building. Salute to the whole entire chat. Mr. Rodriguez, what's popping? Danny, what's good? DeVal, Daniel, Barry Sports, what's good? D-Dot, Apoc, what's good? Travel Vibe, my brother Jermaine Royster, what is good? Nostalgic, what it do? Salute to the whole chat, man. Salute to everybody, man. Listen, we back in here. Knicks back in here. Had a whole week of All-Star weekend and everything. Now we back to finish the last half of the season, last quarter of the season. On a grind. Krim's dad, my man. You know your spirit is all up in here. I don't need to say no more. Self-explanatory, but salute to my man Krim's dad. Real talk. But Shot Power, this is the last quarter of the season. 27 games left. Knicks sitting right there in third. Half a game away from the second spot. This is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. The All-Star game is open. The All-Star, the trading deadline is passed. No more trade talk and none of that mess. Now we can strictly focus on what is our team going to do for the next 27 games, prepare ourselves to go on that run in the playoffs. And I like what we did so far. I like where our team is at. Shot Power. I like the acquisitions we got. Ladies and gentlemen, I can truly say right now that this is a deep team. I thought we were deep then, but I think we deep now for a lot of good reasons. So I'm excited, Shot Power, overall, just to have this team formulated the way to formulate it, and the front office making the move they made. They're making something out of nothing. Pretty much, I don't want to call my man Yabusele nothing, but you know what I mean. They made more out of less. Let me put it like that. They made more out of less. Bought an Alvarado, bought a Shohan, gained a little money. OG's coming back. The team look like, other than Deuce and Brad, they might be pretty much fully healthy, other than Deuce. So I'm looking forward to this run, my man, Shop. I just think it's going to be a really phenomenal end of the season run. And hopefully we can propel ourselves to get to where we want to go ultimately, and that's to get to the NBA Finals and hopefully win this thing. But I like the way we are stacked up right now, so I'm excited about that for sure.
Yeah, 27 games left in the season. Man, how the time flies, man, when you have fun. You know what I mean? And it's just more fun. I think the Knicks are just going to be more exciting. Let's see what these new guys can really bring out. Shohan on paper, he seems like he could fit the bill. He's been down in Terrytown with a majority of the guys already, running amok down there, dunking it and doing all those things on those Terrytown rims and stuff like that. So let's see if he can implement that into on the court basketball in New York. Alvarado last game, 26, and he was phenomenal. Made some stat that haven't been made in I don't even know how long. So two big guys to really bring some stability in our unit, and both of them are dogs. They will get up in your face. They scrappy, they feisty, they a little gritty and mean at the same time. You know what I mean? Nice mix to stir up that second unit, because once you instigate something, everybody else wants to join in the bandwagon. Everybody else don't want to start it, but once it gets going, everybody wants to jump in, if that makes sense. So let's see if they can get out there and cause some havoc and some real bully style basketball and stuff like that. Knicks been looking good even before them. So now with them, at least with Shohan. So with this crew coming in here tonight, man, hopefully with that time that they had down in Terrytown to practice, they could seamlessly fit Shohan in. And in my opinion, I still think Diawara gets the minutes, unless they want to run some different schemes of different things like that. But I think, and me and Devon talked about this heavy. We've been talking about this, I don't know how many days we've been talking, but 10-man rotation, man. Let's go with that 10-man rotation. 30-18. You know what I mean? 33-15. However you want to run the rotations. You know what I mean? If the starters needs more minutes, if he's hot, then you give him more minutes. You take away from his backup. If the backup is in there in the second unit, bringing us up from the doldrums of the starters not performing in the first quarter, and he's high, you give him that extra 5-6 minutes or something like that. However they want to work it, because it looks beautiful to me, because the going down this stretch, we're going to need more bodies so we don't or get have more people out on the court, so we don't have to be overwhelmed. It's this team now. If Tom Thibodeau had a team like this last year, or ever had a team like this, he would definitely run at least 9 men off of this, no matter if we in the playoffs or not. So this style of basketball that this team can put out there and stuff like that, I think you have to see the same thing that Mike Brown came here talking about, 9.5 men on the court.
Yeah, absolutely. What's interesting, man, like me and Charles always try to make sure we get our thoughts and get in the background so we have conversations about this team. But ladies and gentlemen, this is a deep basketball team. I'm dead serious. I thought they were deep before that, but adding Shohan and Alvarado just made them more deeper, because me and Shah Powell talking about, they didn't have a guy on the bench like Shohan. I'm talking about the size and the skill to be able to guard 1 to 5, and also can handle the ball, and he got goon in him. And I think right now, this team, like Shah Powell said, 33-minute starters, 15 minutes bench. I hope Mike Brown go 10 people, 33 minutes for the starters. Like Shah Powell said, unless when somebody hot or somebody not hot, and then you had to switch it up and get somebody more minutes than the other one. But on top of that, it's just like you got a second unit full of guys who can play defense. You got guys in there who can shoot the ball. I mean, if you ask me, I still think personally it should be Alvarado, Landry Shamet right now anyway, Diawara, Shohan, and Mitchell Robinson.
Facts.
That should
I don't even know why we even debated it.
Right.
I don't know why everybody's like, oh no, he's going to take minutes from him. Right now, we don't have no one in the second unit that's really a small forward or really a power forward. What are we talking about? And Shohan can play power forward or small forward, just like Muhammad. Come on, let's be clear about this, man. Especially in some second units that we play have bigger second units in there. So you want 2 6'9" guys out there that can play defense and slash to the rim. The Diawara 3-point shooter, he can shoot the basketball. just show him if you're looking for him, he's darting to the rim, looking for the rebound or looking for the pass to throw it down. Let's be clear about this, man. I mean, that's where I feel anyway, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think right now because of Deuce not being here, ladies and gentlemen, just because Deuce not being here,
right,
you have to push the Warrior at that 3. That he is a 3, like he's literally a 3. You know what I mean? And now you got a guy who can play the 4. I mean, think about that backup rotation shot power front line. Mitchell Robinson, Shohan, and right now the Warrior.
Okay. Yeah. And that's exactly, man. The backup. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That front line in the second unit. And here's another thing that's crazy, man. Alvarado defender, Shamit defender, the Warrior defender, Shohan defender, Mitchell Robinson a defender. You literally got 5 guys in that second unit. All of them play defense. And on top of that, Alvarado look like he can knock the ball down. Shamit can knock the ball down. Look like the Warrior can knock the ball down. So what I like about that it's 3 guys who are going to be your primary bucket getters. You know what I mean? Like, so it ain't like you got to worry about my man Mitchell Robinson or Shohan stealing people's shots. Them cats want the other guy to get their money. You know what I mean? So I think that's going to be a problem for a lot of teams, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even talking that from a Knicks fan standpoint. I'm just talking about if I look at the X's and O's, the P's and Q's, this and that.
On paper.
Yeah, on paper. There you go. It's going to be hard to score in that second unit like that because Alvarado going to be disruptive like he always do. Shamit can defend with the best of them in front of you. The Warrior got length. He go 94 feet guarding jokers. And then you got Shohan who could guard from 1 to 5. And Mitchell Robinson in the back line, in the front line, but in the back holding it down. I love it. And then you got the five guys up in our starting unit, who just who they are. And already me and Shy Powell already got a new name for them. There you go, the Gotham Five, ladies and gentlemen. We already putting them up there. Listen, that's healthy. That's legit. Them same 5 guys got us to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, Shy Powell, without a bench that we have now. That's interesting to me. These 5 guys that you see on that screen right now got us to the Eastern Conference Finals. Only we didn't go further because we didn't have this. And it'll come up there in a minute. I mean, and I just think now that they got what's about to come up, we didn't have this last year. And there goes second unit, ladies and gentlemen, right there. Dewara, Mitchell Robinson, Shohan, Alvarado, Deuce Bride, and Landry Shamit. If we would have had that last year, different story we talking about right now, Shy Powers. I mean, that's special right there to me. You got 5 guys, wingspan, defender.
Word.
Come on, man. So I mean, and I just think that's gonna be crazy. I like what JW says. Shohan and the Warrior can be our Wingstop 2.0. Facts, JW. I like that. I love that. That's on point right there. And salute to you as well, man. Salute to you, chat, Nick Nation, JW. Salute to you, my man. Real talk, man. Anybody and innovations by Jasmine. Salute to you as well. Salute to the whole chat, man. Thank y'all for coming in, man. We back in the building. Nick's back in the building. We ready to get it, man. This next 27 game gonna be crazy, but it all starts tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We got a team that bust us up 2 times in a row. Obviously, the Detroit Pistons beat us up bad the first 2 times we played them. So now we got to come back in here and try to, get some wins back. Obviously, they losing a couple of guys for suspensions, but that's their problem, not our problem. That's them for going out there fighting. It ain't our problem. Hey, that's on them. But tonight, we got to beat these guys tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I would be hurt if the Knicks don't beat these guys, which I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Knicks going to kill them. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a whole different Knicks team they playing tonight. A whole different Knicks team, especially if Anunoby play tonight. This is a different Knicks team. A lot of people are going to be playing in the next so many games. This is a whole different Knicks team, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't the same Knicks team that it was a week ago. And remember, we lost Anunoby for about 8 or 9 games? 4 or 5, 8, 9, whatever. And he was hotter.
Yeah, facts.
He was hotter than fish grease before he went down. You know what I mean? So 24K, what's good? It's good. 24K, mine was popping, my brother. Good to see you. But so Shy Powell, I just say all that to say Detroit tonight. We got to go in there tonight, cross T's and dot I's, and just do the things that we're gonna do. But I'm super excited about this what's happening in New York right now, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to my man Leon Rose. I can't say it enough. Him, Brock Aller, all of them, James Dolan, whoever you want to put in there, put them all in there. They literally gave us a team that there's no excuse that we can't be the best team in the East. I don't care who in front of us right now, because all this don't matter to me, Shop Out, until you get to the playoffs. Once you get in the playoffs, all these regular season numbers don't even mean nothing no more. You know what I mean? Because now you in the playoffs and everybody's 0-0. We all got the same records once we hit the playoffs. So now, let's see how it goes. But I'm ready for the Knicks to go dancing, man. I'm excited, bro. I am super excited. And Shop Out that we can win tonight. Just come off the All-Star break and get a win, and then go on to we got Houston Saturday. Then that'll be a back-to-back with somebody, but we'll put that up there later. But other than that, Shop Out, I'm with it though. I'm super excited about this thing.
I don't even know why. I'm not saying in general. I'm talking like this out there because I see it out there. I'm on some of the web. That's old school right there. I'm on some of the sites and stuff like that. But I just don't understand why everybody think like we can't beat Detroit now. I mean, they was the hardest ones. They were the hardest people that we played last year and all that stuff. Okay. Well, we went 6 games against them. We didn't go 7 games with them and we beat them. Or if it was a last point shot or whatever it was. This team hasn't done nothing to us. This team got a little better and stuff like that. They beat us in the beginning of the year where we didn't have no identity. And then they beat us when we didn't have like 17 players that we didn't have on the bench. We didn't have 4 players that we didn't have. So right. What are we saying? You know what I mean? They embarrassed us. They beat us by 30-some points, but if we would have had the players on the court and on paper, if we'd had the players on the court that was out that night, we could have soaked up that 30-some points with the points that the players could have substituted. But that's all, ifs and whiffs. And I mean, tonight's a new night, man. Let's see. We got a full team. OG definitely wanted to come back for this. This is how you know OG wanted to come back for this, because OG toe ain't got no toenail. He ain't got no toenail. Tonight he's going to have a prosthetic probably over his toe, to protect it. He's probably going to have like a prosthetic over there to protect his toe. And I was about to curse. They're going to be dirty tonight, and you might see people stepping on OG toe, or even if they don't know which toe it is, they're going to step on both his feet tonight. Guarantee that. So I'm ready for all the smoke, man. I ain't put this black on for no reason, man. So how can I say goodbye? All right, that's enough.
Yo, salute to the chat, man. Real talk. We got Paul Douglas. Paul, what's popping, Paul Douglas? He in the building. Nick Yak is in the building. AP in the building. Jay Chosen is in the building as well, man. Salute to the whole family in the building. What's good? We in his cell, so what's popping, my brother? Good to see you. Real talk, my man. Salute to everybody, man. Make sure y'all hit that button for your brother, because we back in here with some energy. Because you know why? The New York Knicks got a deep roster. They had one. They got a deeper roster now. I ain't taking no ifs and ands or maybes. We got to go out here and get in here and get through this season. Shop House. So like I said earlier, let me throw that up there real quick, ladies and gentlemen. It's streaming on Prime Video tonight, as you see going across the ticker on TV on MSG. So if you can get them stations tonight, that's where it's gonna get it. So you got Prime Video, get it popping. William Butler's in the building, size 9 is in the building. Salute to the chat, man. I'm not even tripping off anything other than this here. Just let our guys go out here today and every day for the next 27 games. Just fine tune your game, get ready for the playoffs. Everything now is just about jockeying for position, ladies and gentlemen. It don't even matter what goes on in the regular season after this. I mean, as far as we just got to make sure that the main thing right now, and I'm going to put it up there real quick because it's so important, that health is wealth, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Health is wealth. All that matters now is we can get ready to get through these 27 games, which is about a month and a half of basketball, healthy. Get ready to go to the postseason, and stay relatively healthy. We missed Anunoby for a certain amount of games. We missed Deuce for a while. We every team go through this in the NBA. They go through their injuries. They hit an injury bug. We've been hit with it regularly this year. So as soon as our team get kind of fully healthy, somebody goes down. Josh Hart was out so many games. That's why the regular season, it don't define the team so much until you get to that postseason, because long as we know we're in that top 2, top 3, then we get to the postseason, we make noise, Shop House, but we need to be healthy, try to stay healthy, and that's why I think with the acquisition of these guys they brought in here, it takes a little pressure off of some of the other guys. You know what I mean? And these guys is like, no disrespect to to the hot Purdy's of the world and all these other guys. But I see what Mike Brown trying to do. I mean, to let you know that he's not even being, how would I say, favoritism. Shit, he got a veteran there. He's not even playing right now. Jordan Clarkson, he's out of the rotation. So it's not only the young guys. Jordan Clarkson not even playing. I think these cats are serious about this thing, man. And I'm happy with this thing, what they got going on, man. Because right now we got a nice star fire who got us to the Eastern Conference Final last year, and we got a better bench shot powers. So I'm really ecstatic about what's going on right now in New York City. Just hope that we can stay healthy, man. That's the main thing for me.
Yeah, health is the big ticker. You know what I mean? And things happen, but we got a good farm system. We got a good medical staff. You know what I mean? Whatever happens, but I'm looking for big things over these next. We got a big schedule about to come up against the Knicks. So some fine-tuned teams that's all top 10, all vying for playoff positioning and jockeying for position and all this other stuff. These next couple of games, this West Coast swing we about to go, all these things that we about to go on is a great test for the New York Knicks to get back on the roll. You know what I mean? And I want to really be over 500. I mean, like, I think we're I forgot what to look. I think we either one game down or even or one game up, something like that, on the road. On the road wins and losses. So let's get like 4, 5, 6 games over that before the season is over. Let's have a more commanding winning on the road thing now, because we're pretty okay at home. So I want to get us a little better on the away games. So let's get it.
Yeah, the good thing about we 500 on the road, 13-13.
500, right? I know. I thought we was like even or one up, one down, something like that.
We five. That last game we beat I think Philly before we went into we got to 500, which was good. It was suit to the chat. Danny, what's good? Travel Vibes, my brother, what's popping? Danny Lance, good to see you. Norika, what is popping, my man? Peace. What's good, man? Salute to the chat, man. Everybody, D Rocks, what's good? Shout Powers, tonight, obviously, these guys missing 2 of their major players and Jalen Doran and Josh and Isaiah Stewart, but that's their problem. I don't give a shit who.
Right, that's what I was. Good.
I don't care. They Cade Cunningham when we played y'all the last game.
Right, exactly.
I don't even care. Yeah, I don't care if your whole team was missing. Let's win the game tonight. I don't give a fuck. That's the Detroit problem. It's not the New York Knicks problem.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, when we missed Anunoby and Deuce for a certain amount of games, it wasn't the other team problem. That was New York Knicks problem. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? When we missing our players, it wasn't the other team's problem. That was our problem. That's the same way I feel tonight. Y'all missing y'all players. It ain't the Knicks' problem. That's y'all problem. You know what I mean? Everybody go through it. So now even with them guys, I like the way this team is different, ladies and gentlemen. The acquisition of these couple of guys just make this team more different, deeper, different. And they fill voids that we needed. Shohan filled the void in New York, ladies and gentlemen. We did not have a 6'9" power forward who can guard anybody, who could dribble the ball, who's been in the league a couple of years, understand the NBA. Like Purdy is not no Shohan because he's not no 6'9" guy who would dribble up and down the court, can defend the 5 position. There's nobody on that team who could do that. You look on the Knicks bench right now, there's nobody who could do that. You know what I mean? So now, then you bring him in the fold. You plug him into the power forward spot. Now you got a guy who can defend guys that Anunoby's defending. Not saying he's going to do it better than Anunoby, but he could defend the position that Anunoby is playing in New York right now, or Josh Hart, compared to when we didn't have him. And we didn't have guys who could do that. McCullough, he's still wet behind the ears, all these guys, you know what I mean? But now you legitimately got a guy who can guard these dudes and go and muck up the game a little bit. Him and Alvarado muck up the game. And what that does, that takes some people out of their concentration. You know what I mean? Make the other team think about, okay, this dude might sneak up behind me, try to steal the ball. This dude might come down the lane. Yeah, man. And now you got Shaman and Mitchell Robinson. It's just crazy. I can't wait till this shit go down, man. And like I said, they already been top 2 in the league, and me in the East. I think it's a wrap for me, ladies and gentlemen. That part of me is the fan, but part of me, what I really believe that this team could be when it's all formulated. They got 10 guys, ladies and gentlemen, 10 dudes who can literally play every night that can have an impact on your roster. So I'm excited about it. For real. Like I said, if you roll out Alvarado, Shamet, DeWara, Shohan, and Mitchell Robinson, Good luck trying to score against that team every night. In the
Facts. Facts. And the one thing on with you just saying that too, Divine, because I've noticed this, and I haven't seen Shohan yet, but I've seen Dewar do it. Dewar and Mitch Robinson are on the court a lot together. You know what I mean? Brown puts him and Dewar on the court together, and Dewar leads his man towards the sideline where Mitch is. He tries to push his guy towards the center. You know what I mean? And so they say Shohan does some of the similar stuff. You know what I mean? On quicker guards, if they get a burst on him, you can't get by Shohan. But it's going to be real hard to get by Shohan when you got Mitchell Robinson that stop you from going north and south. It's not going to be much of that no more because now you got Shohan 6'9" with 7'11" wingspan. His wingspan. You got 7-foot wingspan, and now he gets beat by you, but now he's still pushing you towards Mitchell Robinson standing up there like this. Come on, man. What team's gonna do? They're gonna drive down and want to kick it out, and now you're gonna want to kick it out, and you got Alvarado out there, you got Dewar out there, you got Shaman out there. Come on, man. What you gonna do, man? Shaman, I love Shaman to death, man. Ron from Still Knicks fans always say he plays the best bad defense ever in existence because he plays the greatest defense on you, but somehow that place shoots the ball way up in the sky and it hits up the top of the rim and goes in. But I mean, so I can't wait to see this stuff implemented. You know what I mean? And these 3 or 4 game practices that they had in Cherrytown, this second unit, the gray team, was it the gray team? I think it was the gray team because Shohan had on gray. That gray team, I'm ready to see what they're gonna do, man. That great team out there, I want to see what they're gonna do tonight, man. And I give all the props to, like you said, Leon Rose getting these guys over here. Now it's time for Mike Brown to show these guys the way he wants them to run the game and run it that 30-18 split. You got 10 good guys that you could. And don't mean that it's like, oh, you sub this, we'll send you 5 in, 5 out, 5 in, 5 out. No, we're not talking like 5 in, 5 out, 5. No, not like that.
Right. That's what makes the team so deadly because, like, when Brunson go out, Alvarado come in. That means Alvarado playing with the first unit for now. You see what I mean? Right. And then if Mikhail go out or Michelle, whoever you bringing off that bench, going to be playing sometime with that first unit.
Facts.
That's great.
Exactly. Facts.
Because if you take out Jalen Brunson, you put in Alvarado, for that 1 minute or 2 minutes, now you got 4 defenders in the first unit. 4. Alvarado, Mikhail, Anunoby, Josh Hart. And then if you then you go to the next minute, you take out Cat and you bring in Mitch. For that 1 minute or 2 minutes, you got 5 defenders in there. Mitchell Robinson, Anunoby, Alvarado, Josh Hart, and Mikhail Bridges. Then you take out Josh Hart for a minute, bring in Shohan.
Dewar. Yeah. Whichever.
Still got a legitimate defense. That's all I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. Like our paper is legit. Obviously, they got to play the game. We get all that. They got to play the game. But you cannot tell me that this team is not better than 2 weeks ago. That's because we didn't have no guys who really played the type of gritty defense Alvarado played, stealing people, and we didn't have a guy like at the side of Shohan. Not saying Shohan is all world everything, but we didn't have the size he had. You know what I mean? At that position, and that both had been Yabusele. But Yabusele defense ain't no Shohan defense. So that's what I like about it, Shot Pop. I think it's gonna be lit, man. Now listen, let's go to the game preview. We get back at it. Salute to the chat. Don't go nowhere. We got Detroit in MSG. It's about to go down, ladies and gentlemen. We go over the injury report, starting lines, and everything. We'll be back at it. Don't go nowhere. We in here 1 minute of your time and let you know what's going on. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, we back in the building, man. Listen, salute to the chat before we get started. Bodega Wi-Fi, good to see you, my man. Bodega, what's popping, my man? Good to see you for real, for real. Dave Smith is in the building. What's good, Dave? Von Nolan, I think that's it. Excuse me, Von, I am going to pronounce your name wrong, but you right. The Garden better be on 10 tonight, man. For real. Walter White, my man, what's popping? Walter White, appreciate you being a member, man. Always, man. Johnny Davis, my brother, what's popping? Good to see you, JD. We in the building. We'll talk. We in here, man. It's about to go down in the Garden in a few minutes. There's another game on the doctrine that we want to win because these guys done beat us up twice. They beat us up pretty bad twice. So it had me very disappointed as a Knicks fan the way they beat us. But, you know, like I said, on any given night, you don't come to play. You're going to be spanking. These dudes spanked us a couple of times. But obviously, the last time we played them, just like them guys now, they missing players. But the last time we played them, we missed like 4 rotation players, though. So things happen, but still don't make no excuses, though. They still whooped our behind. You know what I mean? So we just want to go in there tonight in the Garden, feeling coming off a whole week of just practicing, studying, working on your skill set. That's the beautiful thing about All-Star Weekend. For the guys who don't participate in the All-Star game or the festivities, they get to go and work on their game because you can't do that in the regular season when every other night is a basketball game. So for them to be able to go on to Tarrytown right at the right time, even Shohan, he got to go in there for a couple of days and get to understand to learn how the Knicks play basketball. So that helps compared to Alvarado, who came in here the day later, they was already playing. But so Shohan had enough time to sit down with Mike Brown and all the coaching staff and all the players that, you know, and kind of go over what the Knicks do and how they like to do it. So that's a good look too as well. So, but from a stat standpoint, these guys' numbers is pretty much the same all across the board. Detroit and the Knicks, man. That's what makes this game so intriguing because their numbers is pretty much the same across the board. You know what I mean? And we got to go in there and just realize we playing against a team that's doing things. You know what I mean? Doing things like we doing it. So I think it's gonna be interesting game for sure, man. I hope that we can go in there and just capitalize and then get a pop and shot powers. But real quick, if you look at overall, you look at these numbers, ladies and gentlemen, what's crazy. 40, 13, 35, and 20. They first, we third. They 18-7 on the road. They're a good road team, but we 21-7 at home. But look, their offense ranked number 10. This is how close these teams are. Their offense ranked number 10th. Ours ranked number 3. But their defense ranked number 2, and ours ranked number 11th. So it's a contrast of styles, but here's my caveat. Our defense got better. Our defense got better for the next couple of games. Their defense kind of took a step back because they lost Doran and Isaiah Stewart. And so their defense took a little hit up front because them guys was their primary defensive anchors up there. So now it's going to be interesting with, I think our defense have been playing pretty good lately. Before you know it, Knicks will be in the top 10 league. I think just Alvarado alone and Shohan to help us get us in the top 10 now because of the depth of the team now. You know what I mean? And the positions that these guys can guard and everything. So overall, the numbers is they number 2 in the NBA in net rating. We number 4. This is like a contrast of offense and defense, but I like that our defense have got better shot powers in the last so many games. And I think we've been playing some pretty much lights out defense lately. So I think that's what's going to be interesting about this thing to me tonight is that two teams, different contrasting styles. But I think our defense is starting to come to the forefront. And I think that's what I'm really excited about this game tonight for sure.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think we're number 1 in defense over the last 10 or 15 games, and our net rating is almost number 1 too. Our offensive rate has went up from 117 in the last in our winning streak to I think 120, 121, almost 122. So, I mean, those are the things that you want to see. You know what I mean? And I'm here to watch all this tonight.
Yeah, real talk, real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, they in they blue drip tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are in our white drip tonight, for sure. Same starting lineup that I had on my report. Cunningham, Isaiah Thompson, Tobias Harris, Duncan Robinson, and Paul Reed. Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Anunoby, and Karl Anthony Towns. From Jalen Duran suspension and Isaiah Stewart suspension, And Anunoby game time decision. McBride, same thing I had as well. So my report was pretty much on point with theirs as well. So I just think it's gonna be an interesting fight tonight, man. But I think the Garden gonna be buzzing. It's gonna be lit up in there. I'm really looking forward to see this stretch run of the season, ladies and gentlemen. This is my favorite time of the year. Like I was saying earlier, we got past the trade and stuff. Now we can't worry about who's going to trade who. We don't want this guy. We got the team that we're going into the playoffs with, ladies and gentlemen. This is the team that we got to be rooting for moving forward. This is the unless something happened at the buyout and another player leave and one come. Other than that, this team that you see on the court now is going to be that team that we are rolling into the playoffs with. And we need to get behind these guys, man. This is our team. This is our New York Knicks team. This is our squad. This is our team. And we need to get behind these guys. I hope they do the right thing and go here and get us to the promised land. Get us there. If you lose it, you lose it. I'm looking forward to this. This is a deep team now, ladies and gentlemen. I like this team. I really do. I like because they cover a lot. They cross a lot of T's and dot a lot of I's. I mean, cross a lot of T's and dot a lot of I's. Excuse me, Shot Powers. So I'm really happy about that. We got defense. We got three-point shooting. We got bucket getters. We got bucket stoppers. It's not too much what we don't have right now. And thank you, Diaz, because OG is in the building starting tonight. So I love this team, man. I don't even really want to hear nothing about this dude can't do that. He don't do that. Forget all that. Let's talk about what this team need to do to get us deep until the playoffs. And hopefully the finals, and we'll take it from there. So we just got to get behind our boys, man, and just keep on banging. And I think that's what we're gonna do. Just keep on banging. And right now, I got teams gonna be in trouble because when you play the New York Knicks, I really believe this. We had 6 defenders. Now we got 8 or 9. And with the emergence of Moldawara, I can't say it enough. Alvarado, Sherman, Moldawara, Shohan, and Mitchell Robinson. Woo! I hope it pans out that way. But if it do, it's lit though. I can say that much. But William Butler was good. Ron Mills, what's the deal, Ron? Good to see you, my man. Ron Mills in the building. Knicks 14, what's good? B6H, what is popping, my man? What's good with you, man? Salute to you. Salute to the chat. Big ups, what's good? Big ups, what's popping? On Dias, my brother, what's good? Good to see you as well. Cam from the kickback, you already know where it's at. Wolverine's in the building. Everybody in the building, man. Make sure you hit that button for your brothers, man. We in here. We lit. Ed Walker, Ed, what's popping, my man? What's good with you as well? To everybody in the chat, thank y'all for coming in on this beautiful, beautiful new first game of the season of the last quarter. Let's go in there and get these boys to business tonight. But let me bring in another man, another brother on the panel who always dropping these jewels and bringing this intellect to the show, man, and all the other shows. If you go out there and see him on there, he's out there doing his thing, man. So, and without no hesitation, the one and only Nick Nation, man. What can I say? Yo, Nick Nation, what's good, my man? Salute.
What's the deal, brother? Good to see you.
Likewise, my man. What's going on with you? I
Chilling,
like that,
bro.
I like that background right there, man. That light shining over you, man. You got the spirit shining.
Yeah, man. I'm just, just trying to grow up like y'all. You know what I'm saying? I can't be as big as y'all, but
Man, shit, you already
I'm trying to hold it together.
What's going on, man? Talk to me, man. All-Star break is over. Everything over now. Time to get down to business. This is a stretch run. We got a big game tonight. What's your feeling about this team after the acquisitions and after everything, all is said and done? How you feeling about the team, man, moving forward into the rest of the season?
Listen, man, I think it like I say, I think they listen to us on this podcast shows because they went out and got 2 dogs. And, we know we needed that. We know we needed a big man. We needed a big presence. So, I'm just, like you say, we're deep. I'm excited. I want to see, I really, first of all, I want us to beat them. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about no little, by 8 points, 5 points, 6 points. No, I want to see us smack them. I you know what I mean? I know regular season don't mean all that and ain't the same, but still, this team has, they laid a belt to ass on us last time.
That's facts.
And I'm old school, so I'm on that James Brown shit. The big payback, baby. The big payback, baby. So you know what I mean? And I just think it overall, gives a better feeling. I believe this is the last game we'll see them. I think this is, you know what I mean? I don't think we play them again after this. So, like I say, I want to see us beat them down. I ain't even going front. I don't want no close game, no this, no that. No, I want to see us go in there and decisively beat them. But I also want to see that the defense that they're running on us and how they attack Brunson on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if we can counter that. I'm going to look for that to see if we can definitely counter that. You know what I mean? So with things like, with that being said, I'm with you, brothers. I want us going in there, you know, with some real fire, straight fire. Ah, there's my boy right there. That's, you know, he adopted me, right? That's Grim's dad. So this is an ongoing thing. What's name here with Grim's dad? He adopted me, so that's what's up. My man, Grim's dad.
The only thing better than Nick Nation is a donation, man.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. Facts on that, brother. Facts. Like I say, I just want us to, like I say, bro, I want us to win. I mean, I ain't even gonna front, you know, trying to, you know, saying like, hey, you know, let's show it a good game because this. No, I want us to stomp these cats in the ground. That's just how I feel. I mean, no ifs and buts about it. You know, we got this kid Sohan in here. He's gonna get his minutes. So unfortunately, Diawara is probably gonna take you know what I mean, he's gonna take less minutes. There's not enough minutes to go around like that. So if he really, you know, he had 10 teams that he could go to. So 9 are missing him. So, and I'm sure that they offered him, you know, some stuff too. And whatever they offered him, you know what I mean? Mike Brown's going to try to at least make that come true. So unfortunately, Diawara, I think, is going to, you know, have less minutes. We all like the kid. You know how I feel about him. Right. You know, I want to see the kid grow. But unfortunately, I just think he's going to have to take a little bit of a back step in one portion of it. But this doesn't mean he can't get an education from this and actually get better. Because, you know, if you see a guy of similar size, you know, the mobility he has, how he defends the guys, you know, what he takes away from them and things like that, you know, so hopefully he can, you know, he can learn. So, you know, with that being said, you know, I hand it back to you guys because, you know, you guys are the pros here. You know what I mean?
You a pro, all pro. Let me ask you something real quick before I give it to Shy Power. Me and Shy Power were talking about this earlier, Nick Nation. There's no reason to me why Mike Brown can't say all the starters, right? Give 33 minutes, and then you give all the second unit player 15 minutes. That means, like, hypothetically, even with Alvarado at the 1, I know it don't come. Sometimes it don't work that way depending on how the game is going. But right now, I don't see why the Warriors still shouldn't be that small forward. You know what I mean? Let my man Shohan be that 4 with Mitchell Robinson. That's what I'm really interested to see, because unless he's gonna put Clarkson, a veteran, over him, if you run out Alvarado, you run out what you said, Sham and Shot Power at the 2? Yeah. I don't see why he shouldn't throw DeWara back at his natural position, which is the 3. You know what I mean? And then go with Shohan and. Or do you think that's not enough minutes, even though I'm talking about 33 minutes a starter, 15 minutes each second unit guy with a 10-man rotation? Do you think this is doable, or am I missing something that wouldn't allow that to happen with the 10-man rotation? Because of do you think that another starter might get more minutes than that? What's your thoughts on that before I give it to Shot Powell right quick?
Well, the nuances are, you know what I mean? Is somebody in foul trouble? Does somebody get hurt? You know what I mean? Or they're just ineffective, you know what I mean, at a point at all. So who comes in, who goes out? You know, he's talked about what kind of mixtures, who can play with, you know, each other. If we just do the math, that sounds good. But unfortunately, you know, it's chemistry factors, I think, that are going to probably play out on who plays with who, you know, because there's going to be some times out there where it's going to be tough to have Mitch, let's say Sohan, Alvarado, you know, and then say Shamet. You know, Shamet can move and play with anybody in that sense. But them other guys who are a little bit offensively challenged is going to be tough. So he's going to have to mix and match out quite a bit on who gets minutes here and who gets minutes there. Then later down the line, if we get into the point of the playoffs, hopefully Deuce is back. Then what do we do with Deuce? Then we're 11 deep, you know.
For real.
So I think, you know, we're going to have to try to, you know, figure it out. And I think that's what Mike Brown is going to do. He's going to give Sohan every opportunity. You know, he's a 22-year-old kid at 22, you know what I mean? So his offense isn't, everybody says his points of his offense, but he's 22 years old. That means that if I'm correct,
First round pick.
Kolek is older than him, right? And Kolek's older, and Kolek's older than him, I believe, right?
Fact.
So, you got things like that where they come in, because if you were a 4-year, in college, which I believe Kolek was, and so he's played a year. So I think he's 25 now, Kolek. So and this kid's 22. So his offensive point, to say, hey, to give up on him and to say him for not to grow, everybody can grow, especially at 22 years old.
Right.
So I just think it's just going to be a tough mixture at this point of who you can put in. It's going to be for any of us, it's going to be a wait and see, because I just don't see him saying, all right, it works on math, how you said it, but then the chemistry points of, what I'm saying? Because, we still need to score, and this is the NBA. So you got to score at a high rate. Mm-hmm. So hopefully, the chemistry works out, but I don't think that this kid is. I think this kid's pretty smart. You know what I mean? The systems that Pop ran with him and things like that. It wasn't like he was just in some bland system. They run like somewhat a rotational hot potato system. That's what he's always been. That's Pop's thing. Pop thing has always been to move the ball, to have the basics, the understandings, and move the ball. So I don't think that this kid's gonna come in and just be like totally lost. I think he'll pick it up. I think he'll pick things up pretty quickly, especially on the defensive end.
Facts. Because not only that, Mike Brown is a protege of that system as well. When he was there with Pop for all the years. So yeah, it shouldn't be bad. Shaw Powers. Right before I pass it to you, let me hit some chats up. Then I'm gonna open up the panel to bring the other brother in the building because he's been patiently waiting back there. East Blue Drew, what's good? East Blue, good to see you, my man. Like I said, Krim, thank you for the super chat, and Jay Choden as well. Thank you for the super chat. HRM the greatest in the building, man. What's good? HR, what's good? Radu, my man, what is popping, my man? For real, for real. I just don't want to leave nobody out, man. You know how we do here with the chat is where it's at for sure, man. C Lee, good to see you. C Lee, what is good, my man? I see you in the chat, C Lee. I mean, I know you live, and hopefully you're well, my man. Good to see you, my brother. Real talk, real talk. My 2 cents, what's popping? What's good, my 2 cents? Dougie Fresh, everybody, man. Salute to the chat, man. Don't forget my people, Bodegas in the building. Jay Chosen, never frozen no more. He's in the door. Jay Chosen, what's good, my man? What's popping, my brother?
Chilling. You lying about that frozen stuff, but yeah, chilling, bro.
I know that's what I said. No more.
No more, yeah. I can't believe I still got mounds of snow out here. It's ridiculous, man. What? My girl backed up into it to pick. We were going to the store and broke her entire taillight on that thing.
Man.
And I said, oh. I didn't mention a mechanic. Oh, I feel bad now. I didn't mention a mechanic, and I was like, oh, wow. That was it. So, yeah.
So thoughts, man.
We got glaciers.
What are you thinking about this team? How you feeling coming after the All-Star break? Just give me your Jay thoughts, your Jay Choden thoughts on what you see going forward. We got 27 games, Jay Choden. Give me your thoughts on this team, man. I know you got some stuff to talk about, my brother.
First and foremost, peace of my fellas, peace of the chat. Love your backgrounds. I told you yesterday, Nick, I love that background. It's dope.
Appreciate you, bro.
I'm glad to see you doing it. You see, I still got the picture of my kitchen. Just a picture. It's really just a picture. What I feel about this team is that we accomplished, they accomplished. I love we, right? We were part of it. They accomplished to somehow calculate, get a guy to take off a thing, and then load our team up. We're loaded right now. So now when you take out a 6'8" player, you don't got to put a 6'5" player in behind him. You put a 6'8" player behind him who's a 22-year-old kid. I believe Ignatius was talking about that, or if that's the young man he was talking about, and that's moldable and got energy. And New York, he gonna love New York. I mentioned this last week with the color marker hair he got. He's gonna go down. He's gonna go downtown, and he's gonna, by the time the end of the year, he's gonna look like Dennis Rodman. He's gonna have his whole eyebrows pierced, his nose pierced, his whole face. He's gonna have colors everywhere.
Thanks.
So As long as he's getting those rebounds, setting hard picks, going after the ball, and I believe he will. You know, the teams that are really doing major things, like OKC, I'm just going to use them as the measuring ball because they've been the best team in the past couple of years, composed team. Denver, OKC uses almost all of their players. Probably.
They devalue you a fool for that one. He said hook up with Lady Gaga.
Yeah, it might be.
Right. They will fool that with Rodriguez. Go ahead.
You know
I'll
what?
hook up with her too for touching her money because it's just
Word up. I'll tell you this. If he gets that means he's doing something in New York.
Right.
Because Lady Gaga ain't just gonna go out with the guy because the hair is all pink and red. He's doing something. So look, we got what we've been asking for. You know, we got Alvarado to be the little pit bull, and we got the big guy now to be the stronger guy, the guy that we were hoping to get out of Yabu and whatever we got now. I think the only thing is that people don't realize that he, even through all his adversities, he kept getting stuck under people as they were building the Spurs up. God bless you, Josh.
God bless you,
he kept
brother.
getting stuck under people. And, I didn't know it was dress code day and you guys were wearing black and me and Nick Nation wearing gray. If I knew that, I would have worn my black hat. Sorry about that. But, yeah, man, look, if you're not hyped about this, right? If you're not hyped about this, then, I don't know how to help you. I don't know what to say to you because we finally got what we've been asking for, a full bench. Don't you remember the entire year last year when the three of us would go and then Shad would say, and we would go, because there was no one to bring in, and we would be like, "Is Walt ready? Is Walt ready?" Like, we don't have to do that no more. I think that we're gonna play. I hope he doesn't. Remember, the one thing is, all eyes on Mike Brown. That's been my motto from the beginning of the year, and now it's deep. It's even deeper for me because that's a lot to juggle, and he's got to do it precisely, which I hope he leans on his coaches for. He definitely will. He definitely will because, I think sometimes we win despite him, not because of him.
That's right.
So,
talent. That's facts.
I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
Okay. Let me let
I like the moves we made.
Yep, real talk. Sharp Powers, talk to me, my man. You patiently waiting, my brother. We always appreciate you patience, man. Mr. Layback. Give me some thoughts on this thing tonight, man, and move forward.
Simple, man. I just think the Knicks play basketball. They've been on a roll, man. Over these last couple of games after that skid that we had, scoring about 122 points a game. I mean, number one offense in the league, number one defense in the league, number one net rating, I think, or one of them was 2 or 3. I think it was a net rating that was 2 or 3, something like that. Whatever it is, we're playing phenomenal basketball right now. With the inclusion of Jerry Shohan of Alvarado, and now with Shohan coming here now. On paper, this looks like it's going to be a terror going down this next 27 games. I'm glad that they had time and they all were, majority were all in Terrytown to get things together, to figure things out, to see how they was going to set screens up, run things, run OG with Shohan on the court, run Diawara with Mitchell Robinson on the court, running these different slates and different players on the court to see how they're going to work it out down the line. and in my opinion, I think I know that usually coming down the line, you know, you try to shorten your rotation going into the playoffs and stuff like that, and that is a big thing that you know, the Knicks have been doing for years, but not Indiana, not OKC. These guys are playing robust lineups of 10, 11 guys, not every night, but some nights. So we have that now. You know what I mean? And I think the quicker that you get those 10 guys out there on a chain, and they don't have to come in, 5 out, 5 out. You sub one in now, then another 2-3 minutes, you sub another one in, so they get used to playing with the front unit, and then the second unit to be heavy on all second unit. Then you bring the starters back in to implement back in with your second unit. Now you got Jalen Brunson running with Mitchell Robinson and Alvarado pushing the point with Shohan on your small forward, and then you bring back OG. Now you got Mitchell Robinson, OG. You know, there's so many ways that this the way they could run it, and I want to see how he's going to start it off tonight, because I believe Shohan is going to get more minutes in the beginning than Dewara, but I still believe Dewara is going to get minutes. He has been here, been through the struggle, and he is getting better. So I believe that he is still on the string. He may not get 12, 14 minutes like he was getting. He might drop down for these first couple of minutes, because I think Shohan's going to come in here. I don't want to say demanded, but getting 18, 22 minutes, you know what I mean? You'll see him in the starting unit, also in the second unit, especially him with Josh Hart and OG. I think that those guys right there, OG, Shohan, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, you know what I mean? I think you're going to see a lot of that going down the stretch in stretches of games, because those are really, really good guys that can really work off each other. Long wingspans, like you can stand on one on the foul line where you shooting the free throws and touch your guy on the other side of the court. How much wingspan these guys got? So let's see what they bring, man. And since it's coming down to the mid, grab your rebounds, hit your free throws, and shoot over 37% from three-point land. It's also a defensive style of game tonight. Defense has been the key for the Knicks in the last couple of games, and I think it continues tonight. I don't care who's on their court. They beat us the last time with 17 guys that we didn't have on the court, and they don't got to it. They play as good. I want us to really kick them in the niggies tonight. Excuse my French. You know what I mean? Over 27 assists for the night. I said over 37%, 80% from the free throw line. I want the Knicks to get out here. Revenge game for me. How can I say goodbye? I got the Knicks winning tonight. A big win tonight. Knicks been scoring a lot of points in these games. I got the Knicks winning tonight, 127-98. 127-98. Let's get it.
Wow.
Let me touch on one point, and then I'll give you my score. Something interesting. I brought it up early. We brought it up earlier, but like with that 10-man rotation or the 9-man rotation, here's a good thing about what we were talking about earlier. The first sub out, let's say if it's Jalen Brunson, you bring in Alvarado, right? So now Alvarado playing with first unit. But then when it's time to take out Cat, you bring in Mitchell Robinson. Now you got Mitchell Robinson and Alvarado playing with 3 of the starters. You know what I mean? So then when it's time to switch out another, you bring another one in. This stuff is so versatile. You know what I mean? Like, there's never going to be where the second unit is in their body cell and the starters in their body cell, except for the starters when they start the game. But what's interesting with the timeout pattern, depending on what Mike Brown do, like Jay Chosen said, that's why we always say, I him. If he can substitute the right way,
yep,
I think the Knicks going to be a dangerous team, because there's never going to be a time on the floor where there's no defense. Always going to be defense on the floor. Now with the acquisition of Shohan and Alvarado. So I'm interested about that. Real quick for me tonight, we on our James Brown shit, like Nick said, we need some get back. We want some payback. We got to get back. We need some get back. You know what I mean? Revenge. So I think the Knicks today, with them two not having they main big men, which is Doran and Isaiah Stewart, I think they get whacked tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And even if they had them, I still got the Knicks win tonight if they were there. Because I think, like, listen, just like they played us when we didn't have our guys, we about to play them when they don't have their guys, and so on, whatever the case may be. I got the Knicks tonight just out of respect for their self factor. Y'all Cat beat us up in Detroit real bad, made a mockery of what we do. We gonna reverse that shit tonight. I got the New York Knicks defense being stout tonight. My man gonna go in New York City. He gonna steal about 3 cars tonight. You know what I mean?
Word. He already did.
Why? He gonna steal about 3 cars tonight. Shohei gonna be on 42nd Street looking to punk somebody. Let's get it. Ananobi gonna be back in the building. He was playing lights out before he went down late in the day. Ananobi won for that injury. He might have made the All-Star. He was lights out. He was dunking on everybody, not settling for 3-point shots, crashing the glass. Oh my God! So we got our whole team back except for Deuce McBride. Let's go get it. I got the New York Knicks tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 1-8 against a good defense. The second best in the league. I have New York Knicks tonight 125 to 110. Knicks put a 15-point beat down. And it might get worse than that, depending on how it goes. I think they might run out of gas not having them 2 big boys shop. I'm in Jay Chosen and Shop Powell and Nick Nation. So I'm going to go 125, 110. New York Knicks all day, every day. Real quick before I get off, Houston Rockets Saturday, a back-to-back. Houston Rockets on the 21st and Chicago Bulls on the 22nd. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next game against Houston, the game after that is a back-to-back. So make sure y'all check your notifications and everything. And thank y'all for coming in, man. Real talk. But Nick Nation, you and Jay Chosen, give me y'all thoughts on it. We close it out and get out of here.
Wait, I thought we had a game tomorrow.
No, we got Detroit today. This Saturday, we got the 21st against. Yeah, we don't play the Saturday.
It's this Saturday, Sunday then. It's Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah, I knew it was someplace coming in. Yeah, so sorry about that. Yeah. Oh, listen, bro. I'm gonna tell you straight out. My score is something like 86 to 114 Knicks. I don't want this team getting over 90.
Facts. I want
to see our defense press them tonight. You know what I mean? And for the future, it's real easy. We know to get Beef Stew out now. All you got to do is send somebody out there to aggravate him. You know what I mean? He's gonna do something stupid. So
we got them.
You know what I mean? Because he likes to stand. He likes to stand on that. So that's, you know what I mean? Psychological warfare is real. So, like I say, I'm gonna just keep it real simple. Go out there. You know what I mean? Rough somebody up. You know, show them the same physicality that they showed us. You know, let's keep Asar Thompson off of Brunson somehow. You know, figure it out. But with that being said, you know what I mean? 86, 114, my brother. I'll pass it off to you, Jay.
Yes, sir.
I'll catch you right here. Boom, 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 boom.
Boom. Yeah, that's it, brother.
Listen, I like the cohesiveness of the team and the guys who come in. Like Alvarado came in and he fit in immediately. I expect the same thing from Sohan. I don't believe that's a coach thing. I believe that's a veteran thing, like a Brunson thing and a Cat thing and a Mitch thing, and that, you know, like just accepting them in and kind of like what we do here, like, you know, this type of thing. So, you know, Alvarado has been sticking on these guys where he lacks the size. He puts in for aggression, for speed, for motivation, and from what Sohan may lacking in offense, he's gonna find his way to the basket. I promise you that, no matter what. And he's gonna find a way to stop you from getting to the basket. And the one thing I like about him is if Beef Stew does one of these things, he's gonna laugh at him. He probably grab the top of his hand and shake it a little bit like that, and then roll it, like laugh at him like that, because he's the type that is going to get under your skin in a funny way. But if you try to play him, we'll find out. And I can't wait to find out. So I think the key to any game is getting 30 assists. Be a moving basketball team, a pass, shoot, a pull out and slash. We don't always have to shoot those threes. Let's not forget basketball. Basketball wasn't made on threes. Basketball was made on twos. Let's keep the ball for the minutes, more minutes than them, outshoot them by the twos. And I think that we're going to win tonight easily, handily. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 I'm going to stick with you fellas. I believe that it's going to be a very low scoring game. It might get over 100 if we let them in, but I'm going to go under that. I'm going to go 123 to 94, New York Knicks.
Well, listen, I'm going to
take the key, out rebounding them. They don't have the rebound. Out rebound them.
Okay. Well, since my brothers are here, all the great minds said this going down. I'm changing my score from 123 to 115. I'm at 120. So I said 123 to 110. I'm going 123 to 101. The brothers think it's going to be that close. I'm sticking with them tonight. So I'm going to reverse my thing. I'm going 123 to 101.
So both of us now have 123. I like that.
Well, we on it then. I'm on it with you.
We on it. That's what, it don't matter. That's good. That's perfect.
Right. Great.
Never mad at that.
Listen, man.
Right.
We got 20. This is 27 games to go. Every game is going to be crazy. Rockets, Bulls, Cavaliers, Bucks, Spurs, Raptors, Thunder, Nuggets, Lakers. Oh my God, bro! But you know what? We built for this shit. This team is stacked, ladies and gentlemen. I'm putting all my ducks on the Knicks from here on out. Always did. I like that. Listen, they muck around, still might hit 60 wins. I don't give a shit. It's gonna be hard to beat this team on any night if they bring their A game. They are stacked offensively and defensively. All Mike Brown gotta do is play this shit the right way. We golden, man. So we gonna land some goose golden there. But listen, God, we gonna get out of here. The game about to start, man. And listen, Jay Chose and Krim's dad, Brian the Copper, thank y'all for the super chat, and thank everybody for coming in the building. Keep doing your thing out there. Nick Nation, keep doing your thing on the Queen's Court. Fire, as always, my brother. Keep doing it.
Thank you, brother.
Spreading that knowledge out here. You and Jay Chosen. Man, we got.
Oh yeah, by the way, it was great seeing you brothers too on Saturday, man.
Yeah, man, that was.
I love seeing y'all up there on the Ron Still Nick fan. Man. It was a great show all together. That collective minds and all of y'all, the way y'all put it down, I can't give y'all enough respect. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was dope, man. Definitely dope.
It was good seeing a lot of the good content creators there. You know, especially my brother Sim. You know, when we go back like a pair of sneakers. Everybody, man, all the guys who I don't get to see a lot because you know what I mean, that I don't go on today's show, but they was in there, man. It was beautiful, man. That was awesome, man. But listen, let's get it started, man. Yeah, we gonna go ahead and let's get Detroit with the app. Send their ass back to Motown in a broke down caddy. I don't give a shit. Beat up tonight, man. Listen. Well, I see y'all on Saturday. Man, the game is at 8:30, so we be in about 7:15, 7:30, man. And today, y'all enjoy yourself, enjoy that game.
Let's go next. After Motor City. Motor City.
Let's get them Timberlands, Shohan, tonight. Let's get them Timberlands tonight, Shohan.
All right. I can see that.
Let's see how many Detroit creeps coming after this ass whooping into the chat next time.
Top power. If he walk in that mother and get the Timberlands tonight, New York Knicks going to the final.
I said 5 games, man. I gave him 5 games to get them Timberlands. Tonight's a perfect game to shut down freaking whatchamacallit. So I think he's gonna get some minutes tonight. Let's get it.
So salute to the chat. Thank everybody for coming in. Make sure y'all hit that button for your brother, man. We out, man. I'm about to sit down and enjoy this thing, man. We see y'all next Saturday, man. Peace.
Peace.
Get them Timberlands.
Get them.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
That's real talk.
Yes, sir.
You are now about to witness
Knicks Real Talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual fact. It's your man, the Mr. Branders, hands on, going hard like calluses. Who's style just aiming at your mental with the game analysis. On a pregame show, read the script, you know we get it like crypto. On the rip though, I cyber decrypted, we locked them from the get-go. On this Nick show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like sauce, the KRT drip club leading up the tip off. We fuel by confidence, put your Nick content in beast mode like our charm. We a cheat code, we roll the bar too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Price Knicks going to the wire. Hit the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, career popped up from the third eye. You heard why? It's the #1 pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your broke to the lens of that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding on orange blue skies. And Metropolitan, we connect in a vets go wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms of passion. Fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Nick kid assassin.
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire! He's on fire!